time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. 180. One, Omaha. Joker.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Big stop, P. Big stop. Let's go. Check 99. 21. Check 9. Watch twist. Hey, alert. Left hot.
There's Mostert. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Mike Spoke. Hey, Haywood. You better be afraid of me. SOS. 12. SOS. Hey, watch it. Out.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Catch is made by Hurd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken. Down at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Play 20. Check. Watch 54. We own them. Watch out. Check 4. Rush in. 11. 13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Damon Harrison, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
Mostert. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
One, Omaha. 40 Bravo. Check. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 21. Check 3.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here now, Roberts. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First down throw for Bridgewater. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Play action now, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. This is taken at the 23. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. Actually, I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 43. Check 52. Sponge. No. Check 3. Tighten up.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. 6. 54. Your track. Check. Crunch.
On first down, Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Here we go. 180. 21. It's gonna be a long day. 21. Check. 11. Lock. Hey. High 7. Deuce. Why? Get wide. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
49ers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You. Check. 6. Slam. Tight dog. Bang. 21. Here we go.
This is Mostert. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, alert 3. Safe. Check. Lucky. Check, nickel. Hey, switch gears.
It's Coleman here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let him know. Check 3. 65.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Where we go? You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check safety. Check safety.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the flag.
First down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Mike, 44. Rabbit.
21.
44 is the Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Rip right.
Two.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
21.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 36. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
You ain't got nothing. 11.
25. Check 25.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the edge. Football's the mic.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
18-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
2! Black!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The score, Panthers 14, 49ers 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's got some space here. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also...
It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Drop deep, drop deep. Tight end right, tight end right. You got 3 down.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
13.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Slam. He's checking.
Go ahead.
Back. Watch twist.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
44.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I... saw this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
11.
Alert flare.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. To return is Roberts. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And the Panthers first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Stop your running. Kill clean.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And some room to maneuver. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
At the 10-yard line.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional.